Chapter 19. The Snitching Femur. Next day was weekend. The first year PG residents, all of hostlers as also us, had planned going for a movie. It was the last show and we were about 20 people. We enjoyed the movie, hooting, whistling and laughing like teenagers. In the recess though, there arose some confrontation between a few of our batchmates and some rowdy boys. The conflict threatened to get serious. 3 of us escorted the girls home and came back with hockey sticks in case the situation got sour. True to what was prevised, the brawl had taken a nasty turn. Both the groups were out in the open. They were goons with sticks, chains, nunchucks and even stab knives. All hell had broken loose. We outnumbered and eventually overpowered them. They ran away, but not before injuring 3 of us. One even sustained stab wound. We took them frantically to the hospital. None had incurred life-threatening injuries though. It was a hellish experience for us. We sat, appalled, shaken, and shameful, back home. Things could have gone so wrong. Who but the surgical residents would know how debilitating abdominal injuries, both blunt and sharp, could be? It might even have been fatal. We all had a disturbing and restless night. Next day, the housemen were summoned in the seminar room. We were all filled with dread. We hoped and prayed it to be related to elections or any other thing under the sun, but not last night. We entered, fearful and anxious of what might befall us. An intimidating group of more than 10 seniors stood facing us, Piyush sir and Dr. Vivekacharya included. Their expressions were grave. Vivek sir broke the silence. There was an unpleasant fight at the Raj Cinema last night involving local ruffians and goons. I shouldn't like to associate my medico boys with that sort of thing, should I? That was it then. The cat was out of the bag. We were done for. We all instantly moved our heads in a "not at all, sir" manner. He gave a slight nod and continued. One of the other side had a bad head injury, an open wound. He had to be tackled properly, as also the media and paparazzi to prevent a ruckus being made of it all. Of course, my boys can never be linked to any such thing, can they? He again said pointedly. He knew. Still, we dared not admit. There was a long, awkward pause before he spoke. This was found at the scene last night. Obviously enough, it might have belonged to the goons or some boys from other far-off medical colleges. My boys can never be even remotely connected to it, can they? He again dared us. We focused at what was being referred to. There was a long femur in Vivek sir's hand giving us away blatantly. We conceded. It couldn't be covered further. I spoke in a low calculated voice. They had knives and nunchucks, sir, and they were hardened. We didn't mean offense, but we had to save ourselves. We apologize, sir. We all bent our heads down, ashamed. An uproarious laughter broke the deathly silence abruptly. We looked up startled. Vivek sir was doubling up laughing. The other seniors followed suit. We looked like fools, unable to comprehend what was going on. I am proud of you all, came the unexpected words. You acted well. They were one of the most notorious gangs hereabouts. Escaping their hands unscathed was a smart and brave feat. Only request is, please do not leave overt evidences such as this from next time. Imagine the front page of our newspaper with a large photograph of this, he said, pleasantly wielding the femur. We were dumbstruck, guilty beyond measure. He answered our curious glances. Do not worry. I have friends in the press for nothing. That was managed to our favor. But pray be careful in future, he added. Let's get some snacks and soft drinks for our boys. We all need some relaxation, do we not? His magnetic smile flashed. Later during the day, we first years met, discussing the whole episode at our tapri, the residence tea haunt in the hospital grounds. Vivek sir had completely won us over. We were all awestruck at the way he had managed it all. We would have expected a lot of bad-mouthing, inquiries, actions, committees, harassment at the hands of the hospital administration, suspensions, and so on. But nothing, absolutely nothing of that sort happened. If anything, it had only worked in strengthening the bond between us PG residents, all thanks to Vivek sir. Yes, this was the leader we all envisaged. After this, no one needed any verbal convincing about Vivek sir's caliber as a friend and as a leader. He was out and out our man. The elections should now be duck soup.